Hi, I'm Trish. I haven't done a shop for a while. Well, I mean, obviously I have. I go shopping every fortnight and in between, but I haven't done a video shop for a while. And so I thought I would do one. I'm going to do a bit of a stocking up the freezer cooking weekend, so I thought you might like to see what I buy to do that. And as you know from my posts, I've gone a little bit off track lately and put on a couple of kilos, so I thought this would be good to keep me accountable, because I'm certainly not going to go buying any shit if I've got to show it to you. Having said that, I wasn't buying terribly bad shit. It was mostly just crackers, because I really like butter and crackers are a good vehicle to get the butter into my body. So today, oh, and also I have to say, I spent a bit more than I normally would because I couldn't go to my regular beautiful fruit and veggie shop because they're renovating at the moment. So I had to spend around about twice the amount that I normally do on my fruit and veggies, but I certainly wasn't going to skip just because I had to pay more. So my total for just food, I won't include, you know, all my toiletries and stuff because it hasn't really got any impact on whether I gain or lose weight, was 131 this fortnight. A lot more than I would like, but I'll make some videos later of what I'm going to be putting into my freezer, so you'll see that it's really more than a fortnight's worth of food. So let's make a start. Let's start with almond meal. I've never bought it before. It better be good because it was about $9, but there was a real she was gluten-free lady in the shops when I was having a little bit of a bitch about the activated almonds, and she schooled me on that, and so then I thought, well, she knows what she's talking about, so I asked her about flour substitutes. She said this is really good, this and coconut flour, but for what I'm making, I'm gonna put this into my zucchini slice, because I'm finding that even though I'm putting wholemeal flour and ground up oats in it, I'm still hungry afterwards, and I think it's the refinedness of the flour that's making me hungry. So I'm going to try this. Hopefully that works like a miracle. Popcorn, old-fashioned, just plain popcorn. I put it in my popcorn popper, just an air popper. You can eat popcorn until the cows come home because it's just so good for you, and it's got just about no calories for, you know, like the bulk of it that you have. I don't know why people buy those bags of popcorn with all the butter and shit in them that they put in the microwave because they say it's convenient. Spend 10 or 20 bucks on an air popper, buy this. And then I spray it with a little bit of canola oil spray. I think I've got the next one I'll buy an olive oil spray, and then just sprinkle a bit of salt on it. Don't need to get fancy, it's healthy. Paprika, I need that for my meatloaf, I ran out. Mint, getting close to running out of that as well. And I made a, I'm trying to get into fruit-infused waters instead of cordials. So I made one the other day with raspberry, lime, and I used mint tea bags, but I'd like to use fresh mint, but that's just not really viable for me, so I've got some more mint. Vanilla, of course, because I put that in just about everything. Rolled oats. This is a bag of home brand rolled oats. It costs $1.19 and it lasts me for months and months and months. I buy the rolled oats rather than the quick oats. They take a little bit longer to cook, but they're better for you, and I like the texture of them better. Peanut oil, just a staple that I like to have in the pantry, especially for like Asian cooking and stuff. It's really, really yummy. Pineapple, I think this one's about 72% pineapple. You can get cheaper ones, but it's only 60% pineapple, so they're not really cheaper. No sugar in it, just juice and, you know, pineapple concentrate. So, and I got that rather than fresh pineapple. I don't care how much, unless they're just about throwing pineapples away. I will always buy canned pineapple because I hate cutting up fresh pineapples. And I got that to have with ricotta. I'm feeling a little bit ricotta and pineapple-y this week. Plus a couple of tins of peas. I will be honest, these do, and I will grade it off for you, these do have a little bit of sugar. Oh, I'm blinded by the light. 4 grams per 100 grams, and I'm having like, what's that, 410 grams in a can. I'll be lucky if I have a quarter of a can at a time. I make, there's a recipe on the back for a ricotta and bacon Spanish omelette, and it's delicious. So, you know, I'm getting like 1 gram of sugar per serve of this. No, sorry, 4 grams, less, like a teaspoon. And I do buy these, the Golden Circle. I've tried lots of the other brands, but these peas are the most delicious. And I do buy frozen peas, but I make soup with those, or I just have them, you know, like if I'm having meatloaf or whatever. For my omelettes, that's what I have. I mentioned in one of my other videos that I don't buy regular milk. So that's the milk I buy, Vitasoy oat milk and Vitasoy unsweetened coconut milk. I live for this milk. I use it in everything. I put it in my porridge. I put it in my smoothies, everything. I love it. It's just so delicious, and it's like per serving size of 250ml, 55 calories. I love it so much. Unfortunately, it wasn't on sale, so these $2.79 or $3.79 or something, but they're not cheap. And I normally get them when they're on sale, but they were on sale and I ran out to pay full price for that as well, and that's around about the same. This oat milk in porridge, I don't have it, my daughter does, she loves it, it's delicious. And I use this when I make scrambled eggs, in all my cooking, everything. I just don't buy regular milk anymore, unless my kids particularly want it when they're over. Another bag of Parmesan, that's another staple. My usual 2 tubs of light ricotta. Then I have that with fruit. I put it in omelettes, frittatas. I'm going to be putting it in my zucchini slice. Delicious. 1.5 dozen eggs. I really like my eggs. I have eggs most days, and I, you know, use eggs to make stuff like zucchini slice. I put them in meatloaf, all that sort of stuff. Berries have been really cheap lately, but not anymore. The price is going up. So I have been buying the McCain's frozen berries, and they're really, really good, but they're $6.50. So I thought I will try the Woolies Select. I didn't check to make sure that they haven't got sugar. No, 100% raspberries and 100% blueberries. They were $4 a bag, so they are definitely 100% cheaper than buying them fresh. And I'm not eating them fresh. If I were eating them fresh, on some raspberries or blueberries, I'd be buying fresh. But these go into my smoothies, and I mix them through yogurt, that sort of thing. So they're fine. They're economical, good go-to in the freezer. I've got my 2 turkey minces for $9. You can get like a fat reduced turkey mince. Costs more, tastes like shit, so that's what I get. And I'm going to be making turkey meatloaf with this, which I'll make a video for, so you can see just how easy it is. And chicken breast fillets, almost 1 kilo of those. I'm going to be making chicken and leek soup with these. And I always get my chicken. I never buy thighs. The only chicken I buy is chicken breast. And I always get it at the deli in Woolies because it's cheaper than going and buying it from the meat department in the pre-packaged things. I don't know why, it's the same shit. It's the only fresh fruit I've got today because I've got raspberries and blueberries for the freezer. I've bought pineapple in the tin. I've still got mangoes, peaches and pears in the fridge. I've still got strawberries, frozen bananas, plenty of fruit. So even though it looks like I haven't bought much fresh fruit, I've got plenty. There you go, there's more fruit technically. 2 avocados. I wish that I could buy like enough avocados to eat half an avocado a day every single day, but they're just too expensive, so I only got 2, and they'll be, for special. Forgot to buy bacon. Add to all this like half a kilo of bacon. That's my little piece of ginger. My red capsicum that that's a staple as well. Onions, I love onions, adore onions. That's my leeks for my chicken leek soup, which I'll make probably tonight. I'll show you how to make that as well because it's super easy. Heap of spinach, just to have with my eggs, or just I toss it through some ricotta, and it's It's a good staple to have around. Lots of zucchini. That's like about 1.2 kilos because I'm a little bit mad for zoodles at the moment. Plus I'll put zucchini in my turkey meatloaf, and I'm going to make a zucchini sauce. And I'll make a video to show you how to do that as well. That's going to be a bit of an experimental thing this time. And just over half a kilo of mushrooms because they go in my turkey meatloaf as well. And I'm going to actually experiment with making up a heap of caramelised mushrooms and onions and putting it in the freezer and see if that works, so that I don't have to cut up mushrooms and onions almost every day, because I do eat a lot of mushrooms and onions sautéed up with just a tiny pinch of sugar and some balsamic vinegar. A couple of apples, just green apples, that I will grate up and put in my turkey meatloaf. Sounds weird, but it's delicious. You don't actually taste them, it just gives a bit of nice natural sweetness. And I put sage in my meatloaf as well, and apples and sage, they work a treat together. And then of course cauliflower, because I'm still, believe it or not, still not over my cauliflower mash and now my broccoli mash obsession. I wanted to get Brussels sprouts today, but they must be out of season. I couldn't get any, so I will either go back to the supermarket when I go back to get my bacon that I forgot, and I'll probably just get a bag of frozen veggies, peas and corns and carrots, and that'll keep me happy with my turkey meatloaf that I'll be having over the next couple of weeks.
We're going to have to leave soon for it.
And that's actually good timing because I've got to take my daughter to work. She's been really good, she hasn't teased me at all about making this video. And I'll make a couple of videos later if I feel like cooking later, or tomorrow or whenever, of how to make those few things. The turkey meatloaf and the chicken and leek soup and the zucchini slice, which I need the bacon for, so I won't make that tonight, but I'll probably make that tomorrow. That is all, and I will catch you next time.